this is a short demonstration of various ways to search using the iNet FT Search Manager. One of the most common ways to search is mail and archive searching from the mail file, and here one of the options is to integrate a search pane directly into the mail file, which can be either automated via the tool or you can use templates to do it. It's quite simple. So in this case the user simply enters their query and they can either press a search button or press enter. The results come back with a lot more information than you normally would see, so the user doesn't necessarily have to open each document to make sure it's the one they're looking for. They can navigate through the results and get a quick précis of the data from here. You'll see some of these results come back from archive databases, some come back from production databases, and if you've configured it, they can come back from file systems as well. So that could be the user's own file system, or it could be a mapped file system on a server. It depends how you want to set it up. This OpenOffice document, for example, would simply open the document itself if I was to click the link. So from here the user can then refine their search, so they can select a different filter, perhaps a person or subject or date range. They can change the results, or resort the results according to a column and so on. So it's easier for them to find the data they're after because they get more information and they can do more with the results set. Another option you might choose is to use selectable results. Now all of the options on screen here can be either shown or hidden by the administrator or defaulted or what have you, but if you allow selectable results, when the user does the search they can do something with the results, so they can select them and they can copy them into another database, or they can create a newsletter, or you can add your own processing options. So it's a way for users to identify data and do something with it, such as send it to the legal department. Another way to implement search in mail files is via a mail file action, and again this can be automated, or you can use templates to provide it. In this case the users get similar type of search options in terms of what they can choose, what filters they have, but they can also specify what sources they want to search, so they can be more granular in terms of maybe selecting yearly archives and so forth, or specific folders and views. And when they do the search they get the same data back, so they can resort it, they can research from here and so on. You can also do the same type of search from a toolbar icon, so that can be used outside of the mail file, in other words anywhere in the Notes client, which makes it more applicable for searching from other applications and so on. You'll see here that the buttons are in German. The whole UI can be translated into different languages via documents, so it's very simple to change the languages in that way. So that's mail and archive searching plus file systems, local file systems and so on if configured. The same type of search environment is available in the iNotes client, so this is the Notes Release 9 Social Edition iNotes client. We've hidden the standard search method and we've put our own version up in the top here, again translatable. You get more information back in the results, you can resort them and so on. All of the UI, the buttons, the colors and so on is changeable via CSS, as is the logo, so you can change everything on this screen according to your own corporate requirements. So that's the iNotes client. You can also open the database itself via a browser to search, so that can be for a smartphone or tablet or whatever as well. In this case you can see the data sources that are available for searching set up by the administrator, so that can be file systems, it can be notes applications, it can be mail journals, mail files, mail archives, site search databases, quicker places, even domain indexes. So the user can select specifically what they want to search, they can select data sources or perhaps categories, they can choose the options, they can choose filters to use, so the same type of filters, but you can also add other filters that you customize yourself. So you've got a lot of options here in terms of providing users with search options. When users do the search here they get the same type of result up on the screen. Again it's all changeable via CSS. You can resort it, you can research from here, you can export results, search within results. You can even filter to categories, so you can choose the categories on the left hand side and say I only want to see these categories, so that's another option that you can provide. So that's another type of way to searching, i.e. via web browser. You can also provide a search frame in your web site or your Notes intranet portal or whatever you have, so maybe you can expose things like technical PDF information or Notes databases and what have you to your internal or external websites or Notes intranets very simply via this. Another way to provide search functionality is to use the web service interface, so again you can search file systems and Notes applications and quicker and so and provide that to a web service consumer, so users don't have to use a Notes client or a web browser or whatever. It can be some other system completely. You can also search directly from the Notes client, so if I open the database in the Notes client, I see the same type of functionality that I did in the browser. I can choose the data sources to use. I get a lot of options available depending on whether the administrator has allowed me to use them, and I can do various things. So I can again enter different types of filters. I can enter my query. I get the results back. I can customize the results by category. I can resort them by column and so on. So there's a lot of different ways to use it in the Notes client as well. And the final main way of using it is discovery searching. So here you can provide your legal department or compliance units or power users or whatever with ways of searching across multiple databases at once. So let's say we want to search the mail directory on server 2. We want to make the results selectable. We want lots of information coming back. When I do that, I can enter in a query and map the fields to various fields and applications and so on. When I do the search, I see the results per database. I can either select the results here and do something with them according to the options you've set up, or I can open each database's results and again select them and do something with them from here. So there's lots of different ways that it can be used, lots of different options available, and this is just a summary of some of them.